Right.
Okay, good evening. This is Harold Lupton. I was become homeless in 2013 because the landlord kicked me out because I complained about not repairs getting done in the house that I lived in at 71 Niagara Street in Hamilton. And I started staying at the Good Shepherd Center in 2015. Greg Shute was my worker from Public Health. He helped me a lot with my issues with talking to me. He showed me some apartments, but the reason why I turned each one down that Christian Horizon had gotten me because they did not suit me. They weren't in the areas where I'm living now at City Housing on 500 McNabb, which I love. I got in June. I finally got housed after being homeless going in the 10th year, 9 years and 11 months of this was being on the street. And I had my name in Indwell for 3-4 years, but my name is going to still stay in there, but I love where I am and I think I'll stay there because places are too hard to come by. The market rent is terrible. For a one bedroom, you're looking at over $1,000 a month, maybe $1,200 just for a one bedroom. And I stayed in the shelters, and I was sleeping in my old church, which was demolished this year, I'm sorry. And maybe you should delete that part and go back, or can you?
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can edit
And
it out.
anyway, yeah, they tore down the church this year. They're building a new one. It'll take 18 months to 2 years before this will be completed. We're worshiping at 55 Victoria Avenue at St. Pete's Church. And I used to have, I slept at Eastwood Park again this year, last year I should say, in October, doing, people would bring me food, blankets. Their father and mother came from Iraq with a little boy. He was a cutie. He brought me something and brought me food practically every night. The city brought me donuts and coffee. And I had blankets given to me when I used to sleep at Eastwood Park, and slept at Street Light for about maybe a few months, and then till they closed the door on that and they took the bench apart. And I had kids that lived across the road. Little one woke me up, knocked on the bench like that and said, "Hi." I said, "Good morning." He said, "My mom and dad sent me over. What kind of a tea would you like?" I said, "A peppermint one, or do you want regular?" I said, "Just a peppermint tea." And he was so good. And I think of all that. And then the little girl, his sister, came with him. And then the next time, there was 2 other ones came with their parents and brought me some food and a blanket to wrap on me. He said, do you need a warm blanket to wear, wrap around you?" I said, "Yeah, it was cold." And I said, "Is there any way, Lynn, that you could help me, which you have been helping me talking to when I was homeless about Indwell?" And I said, "I wanted the Picton and James area, not the Perkins Center," which I passed that on Main and Kenilworth, but it would have been too far for my programs because I wouldn't know how to get there, Lynn. So this is why I'm happy now that God opened the door for me by prayers with Streetlight Church, the other churches as well that helped me with this. And as I said, it was so much. One night, and I stayed with my sister on and off within those 10 years, almost 9 years and 11 months. And that worked okay. I gave her money when she lived at the Center Mall and that, but that was okay. And then I had to move on because it's time. Christian Horizon, I've been with them over 6 years, and apparently the reason why they said they wouldn't help me anymore, Lynn, because they said every place they got me, I turned it down. Well, I'm not going to take a dump. Place that's got rodents or bugs or whatever. No, I want a place that's fit to live. Like my place is lovely and clean, and I keep it so clean and nice and everything. It's a senior building. You got to be 55 and over to get in there. The other one is for the young people, eh? But anyway, I'm just happy that I could do this part, for the community. So see what they think of me getting homeless. Now, I just celebrated my 67th birthday today with some of the people that go to New City Church and this other church, Christ Cathedral. They drove me up to get my bike yesterday, and it cost me, my wheel broke. I went out to see a guy in St. Catharines Monday, and I come back on Centennial, my axle broke, and I had to imagine to scoop it all the way home. And that was quite a hike, eh? I got home about 10 after 12 in the morning, believe it or not. And I am so happy, Lynn, that you put on this lovely birthday party. Will could come, Jeremy, Josh, you, and my sister and her friend came, Frank. All of these people I just feel so good about. But it was a crime. People felt so sorry for me when I was at Eastwood Park. A girl, two girls, one, her name was Kim, came with something, and she said, is there anything you need? And I said, yeah, if you want to bring me a warm blanket, because it was cold. It was around October, November. I did stay with another friend at 72 Mars, Sean, but he was no good. He accused me of doing weird things, which I didn't know what he was talking about. He even kicked my friend Matthew out that works for the city, a recycling company. And I said, I guess you, Matthew, if you'd have known how he treated me, you wouldn't have moved in there. No, he said, I wouldn't have, Harold, because Matthew's a lovely guy. We're going to get together with him someday, Matthew. He's like a big guy, and he helped me a lot, too. But I was just concerned why this had to happen to me. I was never homeless. My mom and dad were around. I wouldn't have been homeless all this time. But it was him that did it. The Lord had blessed me. And prayers from New City Church, prayers from Pastor Paul Aceman, prayers from the other churches, Christ Cathedral, and around the community of the North End, and prayers at the hub, and the coffee's on. But Pastor Paul was out today, but Marcel was there, and his wife and the other girl, and Jesse. I want to put that in. I finally made up with him today after 11 months, and it was only over because he wouldn't let me have his picture, and my other ones got lost on my other device. But I said, we'll talk about that next time. How would that sound, Jesse? You know what he said? Yes, that would work out okay, Harold. See, it says you have to forgive. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Because when I'm a Christian, I have to forgive. Because God would not forgive me, and I have to forgive. So getting back to the homeless part, then they used to have the girls' club and the boys' club. Their parents put a dish together for the girls' club and gave to me when I was sitting on that wooden bench at Street Light. This is a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And the boys' club, they also gave me something, made something up for me, the parents did. So the kids brought it right to me. So I just want to know, Lynn, why these things, it took so long for me to get housed. Why? Somebody wasn't doing something right. City Mission, the church, Pastor Burns said, somebody's not doing something right, Harold, when Carl was living, but he passed away. His wife is still living. But can you see this, why this had to happen to me? I don't understand. I mean, I should have been housed long ago, eh? Lynn, you agree? Because it was terrible. I mean, the cold, and everything that I stayed out. And now that I've got Amy, social navigator, and three other paramedics that drove me out to my storage to try and get my storage sorted out and not moved out, which was a blessing. But my main goal is having this, being around people like this. I want to see Josh more often and you, and John Sherman and you and the other one, because I feel this park is awesome, I mean, I don't know what to say, but this was the best birthday, one of the best birthday parties I ever had. KFC and coleslaw. I've got that in my bike for home. I just want to know, Lynn, how long, being 67, like I'm healthy and that, because I don't smoke or drink or do anything bad. I was just wondering how long the grief would last to me with the stress, because I think getting just back on my feet again since June, I'm very happy. I can go home and sleep. I don't have to worry about sleeping in park benches and rain and getting rained on and everything, and have to stand under a canopy, Lynn. I think this story that I'm bringing, I think people are going to like it. I hope they do, because I didn't feel comfortable being homeless. I didn't choose to be homeless. It just happened to me. If you go back 10 years, I'm 67, I would be about 57, wouldn't I, August, or 56 when this happened. I think it was 56. That to me is a long, long time. As you said, it is. It's a decade, isn't it? 10 years is a decade. I never knew till this day that I would ever get a place, because I thought 10 years are going by, 9 years. Harold, never think negative. Think on the positive side, a guy said. And guess what? And all the guys at the shelters treated me lovely, because the guy used to buy me cigarettes and I'd hand them out. Every guy never picked on me or bullied me. Appreciated it. They showed their kindness to me in that shelter at the Cathedral, Main and Emerald, and the other shelters as well. So anyway, I'd like very much to tell you that how it hurted me. I used to be sad. I'd sit on the table and sometimes break down because I was homeless. I didn't feel that I could ever get by, you know, with doing things, you know, like I couldn't shop, I couldn't shower, I couldn't buy no groceries, I couldn't do nothing. I mean, this is one guy that really needed a home and a place to call home. And sure enough, when Susan called me from City Housing, it came to an end in June. She said, I have a bachelor, Harold, if you are interested. And I said, yes. So I said, took me and showed me the other Brittany, the one that lives up in the building. And let me tell you, ever since that day, it's been more than a blessing. Everybody pretty well knows I'm not homeless now, but I don't know if everybody knows, but biggest majority of them do know that I've got a place now, and I love it. It's in a high rise, but it faces beautiful. I'm facing the back, like you can see, like the west side and the yacht club where I live, eh? And how many minutes now has this video?
You're at 11 minutes, so you've probably got to wrap up now.
I'm going to wrap up now. So as I said, Lynn, as this comes to a close, I'm sure people will love this video when it goes on YouTube, because can you let me know how good this video was, what I shared about my homelessness? Because, like as I said, I didn't mind the shelter. The last shelter I was in was the Salvation Army, and I told the girl, help me move my stuff out because I got housed. I got a place to move. And, John, I'd like you to end my video. Could you come over and just say a couple of words, if you don't mind, about me getting housed, eh? Because if you don't mind, then she's got to end it. It's 11 minutes.
Yeah, what kind of words do you want me to say?
I just want you to say that you're very happy that I got this place apartment. Can you come right in front of the camera so she can?
Do you want me to sit beside you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And just say a couple of words because she wants to bring it as I bring this to an end.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm very thankful that Harold got a place. It was such good news, such an answer to our prayers, right, Harold?
Right, yes. Because I never dreamed I would ever get housed, but man, guess what? I did get housed.
You did.
So as this comes to a close, I want you to all, when you return home, to have a very nice night, including my sister and Lynn and John Sherman and me. I want and Will. I want them all to have a very, very nice trip until we meet again. And I hope it's very soon. Even if you can phone me or text me, either of you, please do. Don't hesitate, because my phone's always charged up. And I want to wish you all the best, and thanks for the lovely birthday party. God bless you, and as I said, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.